good morning. Sorry, Cat from Thailand. Good morning. Hope you're doing well. True Blue Time here from Thailand. Hope your host has life with you. Welcome back for another daily Manchester City video, and it is one Palahasabudi, I believe. Yeah, is this Thursday? It is Thursday today. Yeah, I think so. Anyway, so it's it's a cloudy morning here in Thailand. Very humid. For instance, about 30 degrees. And and we've had a very busy time at City, for instance. Look at that, all the information. This is just, I've got 9 things to talk about, for instance, and it's not even, like we're in the season's closed. My God. But it's it's just it's incredible. It really is. It's just the things to talk about. I could go on forever. I'm trying to keep my videos down to about 20 minutes, even on busy days, for instance. But just unbelievable amount of things going on. Right. Okay. Let's start. Okay. So. First, congratulations to Tijjani Reijnders. Knew it was all going to get done. There was a lot of speculation. And, we know when's it going to get signed, when they're going to get signed. Done deal, 46 million quid, I think that's it. About 120, 150,000 pounds a week, etc. Brilliant signing, absolutely fantastic player. Everybody, I was listening to Talk Crap yesterday. I don't know why I do it to myself. It's like, I do it on YouTube, I do because I just kind of like what they're talking about now, and it's unbelievable what they're talking about. And they were comparing, and you had Danny Murphy saying, "Oh, Reijnders is not that good of a player." What a moron! What an absolute! It just goes to say, what an idiot these people are at TalkSport. They really are. And then you had. For instance, I can't remember the name. I think it's Darren Bent, is it, who goes on with Goldstein. Goldstein was in a bitter mood yesterday, talking about how the fact Man City and United can afford these players. And Darren Bent talked about Manchester City's signings and and Turkey and Aydnori, saying if Man City get these 3 players, then it will be a 9 out of 10. So he says that. Then you got Danny Murphy, the bitter Danny Murphy, anti-Manchester City, Liverpool, blah blah whatever. For instance, praising, saying Tijjani Reijnders is not a good player. You can't make it up to save your life. You really can't. Congratulations to Ruben and Bernardo Silva getting through to the final of the Nations League, beating Germany yesterday. Ronaldo scored. God, unbelievable. Talk about unks. And he's well done. And there was a bit of a altercation between Wirtz. Looked a bit of a stamping on Bernardo's foot, and going down and Bernardo saying his goal was offside, which I thought it was a bit offside. I thought he ran offside. It was covered by Ruben was goal a little bit, but it was definitely offside. Again, so I think he's got a point. But well done, Portugal. So congratulations to them. So, but that's this is going to be an interesting season. For instance, with Wirtz on one side and Liverpool and Bernardo and Turkey and Tiana and Ruben and on one and the other side. I think the next season between City and Liverpool is going to go. It's going to go head to head. It really is. Anyway, so for instance, congratulations to them too. Let's have a look. Okay, so just pop into what I can talk to you quickly about. The Chersky thing, I believe personal terms have been agreed. Yes, you've got a motorbike. Congratulations. Chersky's has been agreed. Someone said personal terms. Someone said the initial bid was 23 million, was rejected. I think that is a bit insulting, and I don't think Man City would be that insulting. So I think it's just someone writing news headlines, trying to make them crap up. If you want to believe that, whatever, because I think they've got to give 9 million quid for their parent, to his parent club for Chersky, so they're never going to agree with that. But I think that deal will be done between the next 24, 48 hours, if that, by, I think it'll be about 35 to 40 million, regardless. So, I'm just waiting for the here we goes, and here we are, or whatever. For Chersky, I just want to say my own thing. Congratulations, well done. Rather than here we go. Why should we quote one guy? Why does he get all the, get everything's done before he, appears that Tijjani Reijnders had a chat with Nathan Aki prior to coming to Man City, so that was nice because the Dutch men together. what's it like playing at Man City. So put that Nick and Nathan's giving the thumbs up as well. So that was good. Okay, so let's and then we're just looking at Nuri, and I believe that Nuri is getting closer as well. So I expect that. I expect everything those three to definitely be done by the 10th of June, not so long, and. And I think, for instance, we'll come back and see if we're going to get Livramento from Newcastle. That's going to be hard work, whether he wants to go or whether we're going to get, what was he called, Wilson, is it? For instance, that other guy we're looking at. So that'll be interesting to see. Pep Guardiola has been having a chat. He had a bit of an interview, so I'm about to, some spa he was at, I'm on ESPN, and he was talking about his staff deserting him again, leaving him by himself. But he did sort of talk about bringing in, having a refreshing style. And I do believe, for instance, the new season, we're going to bring out a different kind of Manchester City, especially with the players we're buying. And I think that it's going to be an all-attacking Manchester City. Another added member to his staff was another Liverpool guy. So considering we've got Pep Linders at Man City, we're getting to get James French, who was to be an ex-Liverpool trainer. For instance, he's going to be joining City as well, Pep's backbone staff. So it's going to be all new. So it's going to be great to see. That'll be great to see. Oscar Bobb. For instance, he really wants to get back into the city. He's playing with Erling Haaland in Norway at the moment. They've got a few, what do you call it? For instance, a few internationals they've got to deal with. Oscar Bobb, but he's determined to come. He said, "I'm determined to get win my place back, etc." So he's looking forward to the new season. Jack Grealish looks like he's on his way. He's not even been taken to the World Cup Club World Cup squad. So, for instance, sorry, Jack. For instance, you're brilliant for treble season. You've won a lot of things with Man City compared to winning nothing with Aston Villa. Even though everybody will be, and saying Man City's ruined Jack Grealish. Well, Jack Grealish has got a couple of Premier League trophies, Club World Cup, Super Cup. Yada yada yada. What's it called? Well, Aston Villa, where it was supposed to be this great star, for instance, won nothing. Sorry. Okay, and I'm sorry. But if Jack would have stayed fitter, I don't know. For instance, I don't know. But we love Jack. I've always looked great in the dressing room. Really good, funny guy. Really, I've seen him with where he's with children, for instance, and he's such a lovely man. But unfortunately, for instance, I hate to see that. I want to see him go with my good graces. He will go with my good graces, but unfortunately, time's up with Jack, etc. And I wish him success wherever he goes. And I just wish he would have stayed fitter. I was really looking forward to it. Beginning of the season, etc. I was saying, "Come on, Jack," because he was determined to get his England place back, and got injured, and he's been injured and off and off and so, for instance, so. It's a shame. It really is. But get best wishes, Jack. And I'm expecting a lot of crap coming out. Javier Simmons. If Man City fails to get Sirski, he was the next on the hit list. But looks that's not going to happen now. We've got Sirski. More Gibbs White. Everybody's expecting Morgan Gibbs White now to stay at Forest, or City's not the cool their interest because of getting these other two copper transfers. So where would he play? He's English. So that will be homegrown. That's the point. But I don't think he's worth the money, for instance. But you never know. We'll see what happens. But if we can get these guys over the line, for instance, I don't think, for instance, we're going to be splashing out 70 million, 80 because it's not just 70 million. We're not United. We don't go spending money like God knows what. Morgan Gibbs, Forest. Anyway, so let's see. Right. Now, let's pop on to our ladies team for 1 second. They were in the Lauren Hemp, Jess Park, Alice Greaves all featured England's 2-1 defeat on Wednesday. It was second Saturday start in June. International break for Hemp, Park and Greenwood. Selected few kicks, so good do there. Do something on Island, one gap play against on the first half of Germany's 6-0 win, and Lauren Wiederborn, and also completely out where Kieran Kaspar played 2 minutes and 11-1 draw. Well, that's pretty come. Over in the North America, for instance, Brazil played against Japan, where teammates Caroline Akiara, Yasami, Adobe, Fujino all faced against each other on a friendly, where Japan won 2-1. Sorry, so good luck to them, and as they play for their national teams. Now, to the men's. Now, I was looking at this yesterday, and for instance, because I do feel sorry for the players, because again, for instance, we just had a very busy season. Now they're going to have to international breaks, and it was like City compared this, and of the players at the moment, and because again, I was listening to Pep interview, and he said back in training now on the 6th. Or the 9th. I'm not so sure whether they're coming back because it was on the 9th, one was 6th. And some of these players have been playing for the nationals. They've gone off to finish the Premier League games, etc., and the Premier League season, and gone off now. To go to the get a break, and then off to the Club World Cup. So it's supposed to be a 3-week break. Really feel for them a little. People say, "Oh, when they get paid the money," and they got to give the bodies a rest so they can be energised for next season. Sorry, they're not robots. So you still got Silva and Ruben Diaz. They will either play against Spain or France on June the 8th. That'll be their last game. Oscar Bobb and Erling Haaland. They've got Friday 6th of June, and then they play again Monday the 9th of June. Again, so Haaland won't be back in training until late, and Oscar. Jeremy Doku and Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin won't be. But Jeremy. They've got 2 more games. Northern Macedonia, Wales on the 9th of June. We won't see him. According to our World Club squad, Josko Gavalio, again, he won't be back until the Czech Republic left after the game on Monday the 9th of June. Netherlands, Nathan Aki, June the 10th was the final game. Walker, not bothered with one because he was not going to be playing the Club World Cup. Manuel Akanji won't be back until the 11th of June at 1 o'clock in the morning. They're playing the United States. Cruising North Macedonia on the 9th of June. Do feel sorry because again they haven't had a break or had a really long break. Gone really, and they're going to come back to us to go and play in the World Cup, and then for instance they'll take some time off just before and then they got to come back for pre-season training. So yeah, I do feel. I thought you have to be off for 3 weeks. So I'm a bit nervous. So I got worry against that. Okay, so I do have his open back to the World Cup and the fresh national tournament. This is going to be a big tournament. So these guys are going to have to play in that peak, and then they're going. So yeah, I do feel sorry for them. Because there's still lots and out. So right. Yeah, talk crap yesterday. Absolute nonsense. Said for instance, what was his name? Talking about Man City 1-5. I heard they're going to get away with it. Honestly, and comparing, saying Everton and Wirtz, comparing that to what's happening to City. There's a huge difference. Devon Burson is painstakingly expressed on the spot the difference between Everton and in Forest cases and United's, because they got done for FFP, and what's happening with Manchester City. That is totally different. So why just put them together? The reason why you get them Goldstein is because you're a bitter Man United fan. That's why. Let's go mix it up. They had a City fan on, talking about it, and to go. Goldstein, you're a liar. Well, Keane and G. For instance, the other client, Simon Johnson, it's United fans, and then corrupt about it. For a will attract the players. Kind of why £50,000 a week and getting £250,000 a week. And then you've got the what was it? What's it called? Guy from except for him, but coming back, he doesn't want to take big. Any other reason? And you what's it called? Yeah, money. £50,000 away to £250,000 one season wonder. And then we talk about Man City buying league. Gee, we need a big biggest club in the world. Give me a break. Unbelievable, you know, and the way they were, you know, it's driving me mad. There was something interesting before I go. That Chelsea, was it, and Fabrizio Romano was saying in an interview, and he was saying about what Chelsea are doing at the moment. And while Man City are taking Liverpool, Chelsea are being from Manchester City. So why the EDS, some of our coaches from EDS went to Manchester City, as well as Liam Delap, former Manchester City. Plus, also they've got Thingy, what was his name? I can't remember his name, from Manchester City at the moment. Okay. So it appears that Chelsea are acquiring Manchester City's EDS people like that to come for them. So that's the thing that in the interview today from so keep on that. So, but see if you know any more of our players that can come to Chelsea because I feel they're jealous of our fantastic EDS. Right, so I'll leave it there. Again, for instance, it's just amazing how much in one particular day. Just pitch congestion is a great deal. It really does. Pep interview. What else did he talk about? For instance, you know, about the squad. Crook out Man City. Oh, Man City plays it. I thought Pep wanted a smaller squad. He also said in the next interview, I was joking, Crook. These slides, nasty, you know, about these pet talk sport, you know, what is a small squad? He was joking. He knows he needs a bigger squad because we're playing in the World Cup, the Champions League, the League Cup, the FA Cup, the Premier League. But there's some players leaving, unfortunately, like Jack. So, for instance, people like Kyle leaving. Also, they're also big earning. Kevin De Bruyne getting not even though Reijnders is not a Kevin De Bruyne replacement, also getting this guy for 46 million quid, which is peanuts for quality. This man, and £150, which still a lot of money, but we're also getting rid of Kevin De Bruyne. For instance, it's 400,000 a week. Do the math. You know, for instance, we can get Tijjani and Reijnders in and still save money on the salary. Come on. You know, and you need to be truthful about what you're saying about what Man City. Don't Man City? Yes, we did play a lot of salaries, but wages, but we are reducing those, bringing in better quality players, new players, and since great players who are leaving, whether it be in time, who knows? Sure. But we're there again today, and hopefully from I want to go, but I don't want to say myself. So I'm going to make up something myself. I'm saying "Here we go," you know, because it is not the others, you know, the right to make an announcement. But I think the church deal to go soon, and not too long after that.